Hi, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and welcome back to another new session of 0500 English as First Language. And this is the variant 1-3. We'll be working on May June 2024 paper. Today, we'll be specifically doing the text B question number F part, which is the summary writing, and we'll be learning each and everything how to attempt the summary writing, what are the actual ways of it. I'll show you the text and also the sample answer. So please stay connected with me if you want to learn stepwise. Each and every video is going to be on each and every question. Before in the previous video, we have learned A till E part, and that was all about from text A. Today, we'll be learning from text B and how to attempt this F part, which is the summary writing part. And now let's just explore how to do it. Now let me just tell you stepwise what are the ways to attempt the summary writing part. Note down the step one is that you have to every time I always tell my students that understand the question first. Read the question in detail, understand the question, what is the writer actually asking. According to text B, what are the arguments in favor of rewilding? And there's another part as well. Why might some people still not agree with it? So there are two arguments which we have to develop in it. First is we have to write the arguments for rewilding, right? And then and why people disagree. So clear, I'm sure you got a clear gist of it that we have to make two arguments. Sometimes they don't give us the question which requires two arguments, but this question actually needs it. When there's any conjunction between, there's any connective in between, it means that we have to describe or discuss or write a summary of at least two parts to discuss two parts in a structured manner, right? So divide the page into two columns first, because this is something we will be doing the rough work. Okay, the step two is that you have to pick. Let's just do the step two. Pick points only, right? If you feel like without picking the points you can do the summary, then another tip for you is that underline the points all first in the favor of it and then the against of. Underline from the text, guys. Please don't leave underlining, because then you can easily transform those words into the in your own wordings, right? Step three is a very easy step, and that is paraphrase rule. Follow this paraphrase rule and you can easily do it. Never, what do I mean by paraphrase rule? Never keep original wording. Sorry, Original. Let me just rewrite it. Never keep original wording, right? Always paraphrase. For example, if I'm going to give you the example of it, let me change my pen. Okay, if we have a sentence or a phrase like cascading effect on organisms beneath, right? If this is the sentence, how can we explain it? This shows that the writer want to discuss about balances the ecosystem. This is how we have to bring this down into the easy and explanation of or easy wordings, right? Now, the step four, my dear students, is let's learn the step four. Please write down the steps, then it will be helping you a lot. Then you have to combine the ideas in step four. Like, for example, instead of, instead of, let's suppose this is the sentence. It restores ecosystem. This is the one of the sentence, and then continuing the sentence with it. It controls food chains. Please stop writing sentences like this. Instead, you can write sentences like this. You can write a sentence. It restores ecological balance I'm going to guide you in detail how to transform your sentences like this. You will be getting a detailed information from me. It's just the beginning. Okay. Balancing by controlling population. So this is how you can upgrade your sentence. This basic sentence can easily be upgraded in this way, right? Till here you got the gist of it, and now we will be moving towards the major tips, my dear students, which you have to write. Golden tip, which I'm going to tell you. If a word looks beautiful, if a word looks beautiful in a summary, simply remove it. Remove it. Summary writing loves simple English. Please don't dig yourself deep into the harsh wordings, the intricate vocabulary. Summary writing actually loves simple, simple English, my dear students. All right. I hope you got the gist of it till here. Now, how to get full marks in it? Now, let me just tell you the tip to get full marks. How to get full marks. There are few things which I'm going to make you write, and you have to just note down before submitting your summary what you need to do. Okay, then I'll guide you how to write. Okay, how to get full marks before submitting. These are the few things you have to check before submitting this text-based summary writing, because it's not that difficult. This is the checklist you should have with you, right? It should be 110 to 120 words for the English as first language students I'm talking about. This is basically 0500 course code English as first language. It should be 110 to 120 words. Second checklist is 10 to 14 points included from the text as must, my dear students, and only the important points, not the extra irrelevant information. Please don't give any examples from the text. Quickly omit, erase, cut the examples from the text. The examples which the examiner has given already in the text, cut them. Those are just the examples to make you explain the actual concept, but not the, don't you have to quote it in the answer, please. No example from text. Also, no quotations, means don't copy paste the quotations or write any quotations from, other way around as well. Please avoid this. And please, in your summaries, don't write I think. They don't want your thinking, they want you to embed the information. And please don't segregate it in the paragraph. It should be one paragraph only, or in other words, it should be in a note form, a continuous writing, because it's written in the question too, right? If you will not follow the instructions of the question, you'll definitely lead negative marking. Otherwise, it's very easy. You can easily achieve a very good score in this question, right? This question requires just a vigilance. You have to attempt it with vigilance, right? Okay. Then the last tip is that you have to write mostly your own vocabulary, okay? Don't copy paste from the text. Change the wordings in your own words and then write it. I'm sure if you're gonna, follow these tips, you will be able to achieve easily full marks even. I'm pretty sure you're gonna follow it. Okay, now let's move on towards the question and let's see. Take a look. Okay, this is the text, this is the question. Now I'm going to tell you that which text it is. I've already told in the beginning that it's May June question paper, and you guys are aware about it, right? So this is the text B, and it's the variant 1 3 May June 2024. And this is the text be rewilding, right? So this is the text. You guys can even take the screenshot of this text, read the text in detail, and then let's underline the points. Which points I will underline, then you'll get to know, that how to underline the points. Okay. All right. So the first point which I'm going to underline from this text is going to be, I'm sure you're done reading, pause my video, read it, and then let's underline it together. Okay. So the first one is aiming to restore what humans have destroyed over centuries. Okay, fine. So we will be underlining this one. Why? Because the question says, what are the arguments in favor of rewilding and why might some people still not agree with it? So first we will be underlining the arguments in the favor of rewilding, which are written in the top, in the front, okay? So restore what humans have destroyed over centuries, right? Okay. Predators regulate ecosystem. This is the major point which we're gonna change it in our own words. Predators regulate ecosystems, right? Because we have to discuss this point then. All right, there's one more point: reintroduction of lost species from the ice age back into ecosystem, and then letting nature develop on its own. So these are the 2 points, and then reintroduces species means reintroduces the lost species. Okay, so I'm just underlining the major points from it. Wildlife prosper and thrive. This is what we have to add. Okay, okay. We will not be adding these references, my dear students. We'll cut this. We'll cut it. Simply we'll cut it. Okay. Now what we'll be adding, let me just tell you. Something which is after the, for example, cut it. Cut it, cut it. Okay. Okay. Increased awareness of these creatures attracted visitors from around the globe. This can easily be added in the positive points. These were the things which we have underlined are all the positive points. Okay. All right, my dear students, now first I have underlined all the arguments in for. These are all the for arguments. Now I will be underlining the against one. So the first one, which is the against, is predator animals like wolves risks remain. This is the first point, which means that there are danger from predators, right? Danger from predators. This is the first point in against. Now that the second point is beavers would devastate their wild salmon population. This is the second against point, right? Okay, then we have the survival rate of introduced plants was extremely low. This is the third against point. Now, this another one is that was extremely low, which means that the projects may fail. Projects may fail, right? And then we have species may become invasive. Invasive species, it reduces or causes biodiversity, reduce biodiversity, and it is very expensive to manage. This is going to be a arguments in against, right? All the last paragraphs are against, and the first beginning paragraphs are the for arguments, right? I'm sure you got a clear gist of it. Now let's look at the example and sample answer of this entire question. Okay, this is the question. You must use continuous writing, not note form. Use your own words, and 10 marks available for the content and 5 for the quality. Now let's look at the example sample answer. This is the sample answer. You have to just note down the sample answer to get the A star actually. And this is how you can get a clear gist of rewilding is supported because it helps nature recover by rebuilding ecosystems and restoring natural balance. This is the first favor point. And the four, reintroducing predators regulates animal numbers, allowing plants and other species to thrive and increasing biodiversity. Projects such as bringing back beavers and wolves have improved habitats, okay, reduced environmental damage, and even attracted to it. No, I think, no, I should, no, opinions are dropped, only information in the summary. Reduced environmental damage and even attracted tourists, benefiting local economies. However, some people oppose it. Now, these are the transition words we have to use in between, but very few. See, simple English you have to use in the summary writing. But then there are some words which you have to embed of your own. Don't copy paste the words. Some people oppose it due to safety and economic concerns. Predators may attack livestock now against and threaten communities while certain animals can harm industries such as fishing. There's also a risk that introduced species fail to adapt or become invasive, creating further ecological problems. In addition, managing such programs can be expensive and uncertain outcome, right? So this is how you can achieve A star. And I'm sure it was a bit difficult to underline the for and against points, but still I tried my level best to guide you because you have to underline the points from these paragraphs in for and against, and then you have to start transforming them in your own words. You can easily secure 15 marks of your own in summary writing, and you can easily achieve A star, my dear students. Easily achieve A star and secure these 15 marks, right? After practicing the summary writing, you can, you know, post the picture under my post, or even you can send me your attempted summary writings on Instagram. I can definitely drop you my feedback, or you can join my classes live on 0500, and those would be group classes, one-on-one sessions as well. So this was all from my side. I hope you've got a clear gist of 0500 English as first language. And now we will be meeting in the next session. We'll be attempting the next question, so stay tuned for more.